Hello everyone, and welcome back to This Week in Mythic Plus. Now this week we have Raging, which means when non-boss enemies go down below 30% HP, they will enrage, dealing double damage. Volcanic, which means that periodically volcanoes will spawn underneath players, causing a lot of damage. And Tyrannical, which means that bosses have more HP and do more damage. Now tanks. If your pulls are greater than 4 and are all going to be raging at the exact same time, you should start considering kiting that pack because they're going to be doing a lot of damage. It is also very important for you to dodge all the volcanoes since they do a big amount of burst damage. And since we do have Tyrannical this week, on big boss damaging abilities, make sure you use your defensive cooldowns. One last thing is whenever you're active tanking your pull and they all get to that raging threshold, make sure you have active mitigation up, and if you have any stuns, throw those out there to help mitigate that damage as well. DPS. Make sure you bring your AoE and cleave spec this week since all of the raging trash is going to be doing a lot of damage to your tank and you want to get those down as quickly as possible. Also make sure you start using your DPS cooldowns whenever the trash is below 50% HP in order to minimize the amount of time that they are raged. It is also very important for you to dodge volcanoes this week since they can take you down very easily. Since we do have Tyrannical, make sure you use a defensive cooldown on big boss AoE abilities and help the tank with snares and stuns when the whole pull is raged. Healers. Make sure that you help out with any stuns, snares, or knockbacks for whenever the pull is completely enraged. Also, whenever the pull is greater than 4 mobs and is all raging, make sure you start increasing the healing done to your tank. Keep an eye out for volcanoes and dodge all of them, and be ready to heal people when they do stand on volcanoes. They will need a big burst of healing. Also, on big boss damaging abilities, prepare your AoE and group healing. Also note that you should be using defensives on big boss AoE abilities in order to survive through them. Overall this week, it is a 5 out of 10. It's an average difficulty. The most difficult part this week is probably going to be the Tyrannical ability since certain bosses will one-shot groups. So if you're going into a hard dungeon like Blackroot Hold, make sure you use Prida's defensive cooldowns and AoE healing to keep everyone up. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good luck out there.